Well, how can social networks empower everyday people? Could employees even go after the very companies that they work for? Well, my next two guests say so. They're co-authors of Hacking Work, Bill Jensen and Josh Klein. Thank you very much, both of you, for coming in. Bill, if I can start with you, do you think that this has got such wide implications that really everybody can do a little bit of hacking to their own advantage?
Everybody can and must. Business is so broken. The processes are so corporate-centered, meaning they're focused, just like on your previous piece, about the airlines versus the individual. And this is universal all around the world, so we have to do this.
So Josh, give me some examples of what people can do in everyday, day-to-day life to actually use, to harness this power, particularly if you haven't got the ability to write a hit song.
Well, there's just tons of tools that are available online. So, for example, you can use social networks to get answers to your common problems. You can go on Google and find new tools to solve issues that you've got in your work. And again, there's more and more tools available online, available to anyone. And
so are we suggesting here that actually employees in a particular company can use the social network sites to change the culture of the company they work in?
We found one person in particular that we absolutely loved was she was in charge of customer satisfaction, and the company she was working for was not paying attention to it. She videotaped customers who were really ticked off at how they were being treated, and she put it on YouTube. Suddenly, senior management got the message, and they paid attention to the customers.
The downside of this, obviously, is that presumably the company bosses might not be delighted if you're an employee and you video it and put it on YouTube.
She did it anonymously.
Right. Okay. So what we're saying really is that there's the ability for people to not necessarily put their name to these things, but to change the corporate culture of the companies they work in through social networking.
Right, in some cases, although at the same time, we've yet to meet a boss who said no when the employee came to him and said, look, here's a way for me to be more efficient and make more money and make you look good. Turns out they're generally open to that kind of thing.
Surprisingly so. Most people do use some form of social networking sites now. Do you think that people who don't see the future are actually going to end up losing out? I mean, a lot of people now don't stay in one job for their whole careers. In fact, they may change many, many times. So this is a tool that actually we're all going to need to use in the future.
We're all going to need it. The younger generation, especially the average, if you start around 25 to 35, you'll have about a job every year or year and a half.
Wow.
So it's very important. Your network is more connected to you than your job is.
Right, yeah. And in terms, indeed, of networking, of keeping in touch as people move from company to company, presumably that's also a way that social networking can help.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as you move from job to job, you take everyone you've ever met all the way along.
Now, you talk about hard and soft hacks. What's a hard hack?
So a hard hack is, when you go and tamper with the printer, or figuring a way to change the thermostat, or doing something with a thing.
Okay, so these are things that you're not presumably supposed to do in your workplace, but they are going to make your working environment better.
Right.
And a soft hack?
Soft hacks are relationship-based. If you and I can get together and figure out how to get the boss to do something, that's a relationship soft hack.
So it's all about communication, really, but it's about using the new tools that we have to do it.
Very much so. The new tools change the way we do it, but the communication essentials are the same. They're timeless.
Okay. Bill Jensen and Josh Klein, thank you both very much indeed for coming in and explaining all that to us.
Thank you.